Hello, Namaste. Welcome back to our English class. And today we are going to discuss the second part of the story, Children at Work. So before that, we need to revise what we discussed in the first part. For that, I would like to show you a dramatic representation of that chapter, Children at Work, by our super kids. Let's watch.
It's a long story.
Oh, my little princess, are you waiting for me?
No, I'm waiting for my brother.
Oh, brother, I'm too hungry. Where's that scoundrel?
Dad, please don't refuse me.
If so, what will you do?
Dad, don't you know? We get your daily bread, asking working in t-shirt after this program. So don't mock him.
Use what, Brad? How dare you address me? If you have one more word about it, I will kill you. I'll say kill your mother.
Don't touch him!
Here comes the savior of this family. I won't hurt him. Because I love him. But I will
Save me! Kamu, dear, I can't stay here any longer. Let me go now. Where I go? Don't know. I don't know where to go. But I must go somewhere. Otherwise, I may have to kill these irresponsible idiots. If we had a mother, we wouldn't be independent in life. Don't go. Let me go. But definitely I will come back one day to save you. I will save you from this. starving. I haven't had anything for the past few days.
Hey millionaire, if you stand here like this, the food will not come to you. We have to find a road. If you want something, come in.
Hey mate, I will come with you.
Yes, guys, that's the first part of the story, Children at Work. Now we are going to discuss what happened in the second part. So, I'll read line by line. You just go through the lines and underline the difficult words. Okay, shall we start? Yes. So, that boy, our Velu, followed Jaya. Then, he caught up with the girl as she was leaving the station. When they got to the road, Velu found that the vehicles kept coming and never stopped for anyone. And he followed, our Velu followed the Jaya and they reached in a road. And it's the first time in his life our Velu saw a lot of vehicles. Okay, a lot of vehicles just running here and there, and he was not able to cross the road. And he find difficult to cross that road, and smoke and dust flew at him from all sides, making his head spin. They had to wait for a long time before they could find a gap to run through. Velu kept hesitating, and the girl finally dragged him to the other side. And actually, that girl, our Jaya, that road is very familiar for that girl, and he saw a lot of traffic daily. So, she can cross that road, but it's the first time for Velu to cross that such a crowded road. So he hesitated to cross that road, but our Jaya hold our Velu's hand and she dragged him to the other side. Thus they crossed that road. Then what do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? Our girl Jaya asked, hey, what do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be churning. If you stand in the middle of the road like that, definitely you will become churning. So, we should cross the road immediately. Okay, because it's very crowded, so we need to cross that. And she gave an advice to our Velu. Then, Velu's heart was still beating fast, and it's the first time he saw a lot of vehicles. So, Velu's heart was still beating. Then he looked back at Central Station and the traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? And he just turned back and looked, and he wondered how we crossed that road. He wondered. Then they walked along the side of the road under some huge signboards, and our Velu saw a lot of signboards. Okay, they walked on that time. Our Velu saw a lot of signboards, and Velu looked at the pictures: bunions, car tires, pens, a woman holding a box. The writing was all in English, so he did not know what it meant. All the signboards, it was written in English, so he was unable to read. So the girl turned onto a wide bridge and walked up, and our girl Jaya, he turned onto a wide bridge and walked up, and our Velu followed the girl. And Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. And that time our Velu, suddenly he stopped and peeped, looked over the railing. Under him the road ran into the city. In the distance he could see huge buildings and towers and more roads. Okay, actually our Velu became wondered. Why? Because it's the first time in his life he saw a lot of vehicles, a lot of buildings, such a crowd. Okay, so he wondered, he just looked. See that big building with the wall around it? If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. And our girl Jaya gave a small advice to our boy Velu. See that big building? She pointed a big building and she said, the wall around it, if you are not careful, definitely you will count bars there. That means it's a jail. So if you're not careful, definitely you will go there. Okay, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at the huge building. On that time, Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign. On that time, our Velu just looked that signboard and he read, yes, Central J. Oh my God, it's a Central J. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. Hey, why should I go there? I haven't done anything wrong. Then, hey, you don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught. That's all. Yes, it's right. You don't do any harm. But just careful. Otherwise, you will go there. Okay. She just gave a warning. What does she mean? Velu wondered. And our Velu wondered. What does she mean? Then, meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with a sack on her shoulder, and that girl, our Jaya, she always carried a sack in her shoulder, and what was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. Our Velu saw that our Jaya put some plastic bottles and useless cups into that sack. So he just asked, hey, what was in it? What was inside that sack? He just asked. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottles, papers, such useless things. Velu wondered what she was doing with them. Useless things? He wondered for what purpose she was carrying all these things. She was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. But he felt very shy to ask some more questions to Jaya, so he didn't ask any more questions. Then it was still morning, but the sun blasted down on the tower, and Velu's bare feet burned. It was the morning. It was still in the morning, but it's very hot outside. So sun blasted down on the tower and Velu's bare feet burned. It was not like walking on a mud road. It was not like to walk in a mud road. So he was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade and keep up with the girl at the same time, and she walked really fast. How far away was the fort? And actually our boy Velu followed that girl for food, right? Because in the railway station that girl said that if you want food, please follow me. That girl said like that. So for getting food, that boy, our Velu, followed that girl, and our boy asked, how far away was the food? How long I want to travel for getting food? He just inquired. After almost an hour walking, they stopped in front of a big building. They walked almost half an hour. After that, they stopped in front of a huge building, a wedding hall, and he read slowly, our Velu read slowly, Sri Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. It's a wedding hall. So he read the title, Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam. A sign with letters made of flowers said, groom J.V. Vinayagan and bride Rani. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside, and they saw a lot of cars, lot of vehicles parked outside that wedding hall, and one of the cars had a flower garland and roses stamped on it, and one of the vehicles is decorated. It's decorated with flowers and garlands and paint roses, and she picked a rose from that vehicle, and the girl looked around and pulled it off quickly and stuck it in her hair. Then, come on, she said. And she said, yes, Velu, come on. Are we going to eat from here? Are we going to eat from here? Oh my God. Are we going to eat from this wedding hall? Our Velu inquired, asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and people inside. It's very crowded in that wedding hall. And our Velu just inquired. Hey Hobbs, said the girl, shaking her thumb under his nose, and she led him behind the hair. Hey, just keep quiet. We are not going to have food from this wedding hall. If you want food, please follow me. And he led him behind the hall, and there was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Behind that wedding hall, there was a huge garbage bin and overflowing the rubbish, and they reached there. In that place, two goats were fighting for a banana leaf. Two goats were standing on the pile fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies burst around their legs and there was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. On that, and they reached there, and our girl Jaya, she picked up a very squashy banana from that heap, from that garbage, and gave it to Velu. Here is your food. Yes, Velu, here is your food. Just have it, she said. Velu was shocked. Actually, after hearing this, our Velu was shocked. What? What nonsense are you talking? Are we going to eat from their leftovers? What? Are we going to eat their leftovers? No. Check. What do you think I am? A dog? Hey, what do you think? I'm not a dog. I'm not a dog to eat their leftovers. I can't. I don't want this food. It's not hygienic. See, squashy and it's not hygienic. Say, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food. Here, someone catch, some more catch. And she threw him a vada. We looked at with a distaste. On that time, our Jaya, she threw him a vada, and we looked at with a distaste. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? Hey, hero, if you want food, just have it from here. What do you think about me? Huh? You think I like it? I told you I will find you something to eat. I already told you I will find something to eat, right? I never said I'll buy food from the hotel, right? Yes, I told you I'll find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. Hey, don't think I have money to buy food from the hotel to you. I don't have enough money. So, this is your food. If you want food, just have it from here. Okay. Then, you had better eat what you get until you have your own money. Okay, it's better. You had better to eat it from here until you have your own money. Now you don't have enough money, so it's better to eat from here. Okay, Velu hesitated. So Velu hesitated to eat from that leftovers or that garbage. But his stomach squeezed him again. Okay, and he was very hungry. The last 2 days he never ate food, so he was very hungry. And he gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately, and suddenly he took some banana and vada and gulped. And he could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana which she ate herself. And the girl ate some bananas from that heap, from that garbage. It's too early, they have only eaten tiffin. And then the girl said, it's too early, they have only eaten tiffin, their breakfast. So if you want more food, if you are still feeling hungry, please stay here, okay, until they finish their lunch. Okay, and they have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. Okay, if you are still hungry, you need to wait here until they finish their lunch. After having their lunch, they'll keep their leftovers or the remaining part of the food here. On that time, you can have your lunch from here. And you can wait if you want. I have to work, but I'm leaving. I have a lot of work to do. So I'm leaving, boy. I'm leaving. If you are too hungry, please stay here. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. After saying this, she took some of the bottles from that garbage and put it in her sack and she left. Then she walked off. Velu panicked. On that time, our Velu became panicked, and he realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. Okay, and the only person he knows in that city is that girl. So he don't know what to do and where to go. So it's better to stick with that girl. He decided. So it was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her again and again. Then he ran after her. Hey, he called. Hey, wait. He did not even know the girl's name. He did not know what the name of the girl is. And hey, what's your name? He asked the rain behind her. Our Velu asked, hey, what's your name? She stopped and turned around. Oh, so you have been following me around without even knowing my name. So you followed me without knowing my name, right? So now only, after filling your stomach only, you just remember my name, right? Okay, so me around without even knowing my name. My name is Jaya. My name is Jaya. Okay, I'm not following you. What then? Who got your food? You didn't follow me? Then who got your food? She just asked. Can I come with you? Where are you going? Okay, can I come with you? Where are you going? I don't know anyone here. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. So can I come with you? He asked. Our Velu asked. Then, come if you want. This bag is full. Come if you want. And actually this bag is full. I am going to my home. I have to go home to get another one. I want to dump this sack into my home. I want to take another one. So if you want, please follow me. And she said. That's the second part. Now we are going to discuss the third part. Okay, Jay and Vinu walked along the roads for half an hour until they came to a bridge across the dirty trickle of water. We are in Triple K now. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. They walked half an hour. Then until they came to bridge across a dirty trickle of water and they reached the canal. On that time she pointed and said, see, look at that, and this is Triple K now. Okay, it's a place in Chennai and it's a Triple K. See, that's Buckingham Canal, said Jaya. Then Velu stared. This was a canal? Is this a canal? And near some puddles of water was a row of strangest huts he had ever seen. And on the bank of that canal, okay, and he noticed some of the houses, huts. Actually, it's a strange huts. It's the first time in his life he noticed or he saw such a kind of huts. Okay, he had ever seen. They were built out of all sorts of things. That huts were made up of all sorts of things like metal sheets, tires, bricks, wood, and plastics. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall any moment. At any moment, they may fall down. That houses may fall. Is this where you live? That boy asked. Is this the place where you live? Oh my God, these houses are strange, said Velu. Velu said, oh my God, these houses are very strange. And in our village, the houses are made up of mud and palm leaves. Actually, our Velu said, actually in my village, the houses are made up of mud and palm leaves. But here, these huts are made up of plastic sheets and tires and tarpaulin. Then, Jay went around to one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Then she entered one of the huts and dumped her sack outside. Then she picked up an empty one. Then she took another one, an empty sack, and let's go. She turned to Velu and gave him a shove. Alice, help me now. Here, wear these and come with me. Then our girl Jaya, she said to Velu, hey, from morning onwards you are following me, right? From morning onwards you are following me. At least try to help me. And please wear this. And after saying that, she gave a pair of shoes, a laceless shoes to Velu. She threw him a pair of old shoes without laces and pushed a sack and stick into his hands. And she gave a sack, a plastic sack, and a stick to our Velu. And Velu was confused. What I want to do by using this sack and stick? What work did she want him to do with these things? The only work he had ever done was on the landowner's farm. And weeding and taking cows out to graze, the only job our Velu ever did was on the landowner's farm, and he grazed and he weeding and taking cows out to graze. It was his profession, and he only knows that profession only, that work only. Are there any farms in the city? He asked Jaya. Our Velu inquired, are there any farms in the city? I only that job. Okay, actually what I want to do by using this sack and stick. She laughed and thumped her stick on the ground. Farms? There are no farms here. We are rag pickers. Farms? There are no farms here. We people are rag pickers. Actually, we are run our day-to-day life by doing rag picking. Okay, we are rag pickers. Rag pickers. See my sack full of things I collected. Yes, rag pickers. And look at my sack. Look here. These are the things I collected. Okay, full of things I collected. Collected? From where? Asked Velu. Collected? You collected all these things? From where did you collect all these things? From rubbish bins. Where else? From rubbish bins. She gave reply. Then, you collect rubbish. Velu had never heard of such things. Aye, blockhead. It's not any rubbish. Only paper, plastic, glass, such things. Hey, actually it's not a rubbish. It's only waste paper, glass, plastic bottles and useless paper bottles, such a things. And we sell it in Jam Bazaar Jagu. And finally, after collecting all those things, finally we sell all those things into Jam Bazaar Jagu. Velu was puzzled. Velu was actually, he scratched his head and he said, Velu was puzzled and he had heard of people throwing away rubbish. But why would anyone want to buy rubbish? Actually, people throw the rubbish. Then why that person buy rubbish things from you? I don't know why. For what purpose he buy these kind of rubbish things from you? And who is Jambazar Jagu? Why is he buying all this? You think he buys it for show? Our girl said, hey, what do you think? You think he buys it for show? He sells it to a factory. Come on, for recycling those materials, he sells those things to a factory. Then, come on, I don't have time to waste like you. Hey man, please follow me, please come with me. I don't have enough time to waste. I don't have time to waste like you. Billy did not move. He didn't run away and come to this new place to dig through garbage bins. Jeb ordered him with her stick. And our Velu again, he hesitated to follow that girl. And he was not ready to follow that girl. And he was not ready to collect garbage. So, look here, she shouted. After seeing that, our girl, Jay, shouted, hey man, if someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Okay, if someone collect those things, we will not get anything today. So, it's better to follow me. Okay, please come with me. If someone gets there before us, we don't get anything. Don't just stand there posting. Hey, please don't stand there like this. Hey, what are you doing? Please don't stay there like this. Big hero, I'm trying to help you. Actually, I'm trying to help you, man. And who filled your stomach today? And I'm trying to help you to fill your stomach. Velu scratched his head and said, Velu again scratched his head and said, I'll do it for now. Okay, anyway, I'll do it for now. But he thought, until I find a better job. Okay, I'll do it until I get a better job. Okay, guys, that's our story, Children at Work. Here, the writers, here we can see the real harsh life of people. The students, the children like our Velu and Jaya are still in our society, right? Yes. So guys, I hope you all understood this chapter very well. So thank you guys. See you in the next class.